Hey guys, welcome to another video. Kindly like and subscribe, and don't forget to click on the notification bell to get updates on the next video. Today we're going to be talking about perception, social perception, and this I'm going to do through my Garri story. About 2 weeks ago, I went to the market to buy some Garri, and not just Garri, but other things too, just some general shopping. And when I got there, I went to one lady. There were like a lot of ladies selling Garri, but there was just one in particular. She was smiling at me. Her eye contact was on point. Her gestures, her body language was just so warm. And I just thought to myself that, yes, this is the person I want to buy my Garri from. She even offered me water. Can you imagine going to the market under this hot sun and somebody offering you water? Oh, she was just so nice. Anyway, so I bought the Garri for one olunka was 9 Ghana cedis, and she gave me plastic bags and everything to carry my stuff away. And I purposed in my heart that was the lady I would always go to consistently for my Garri anytime I needed Garri. Then came about 4 days later, we were hearing a lot of rumors about this lockdown, that there's going to be a serious lockdown. We didn't know for sure. There was no confirmation that this lockdown would actually happen. So about 4 days later, we decided to go shopping again, myself and my cousin. When we got there, in my mind, I knew that I would go straight to the Garri seller, because for lockdown, I would obviously need Garri. I went there and I saw my friend, my Garri seller friend, who was so nice to me the first time and everything. So I went there approaching her, smiling, and she didn't even look at me. She didn't even pause to see my face, or when I greeted, in fact, I think that she even ignored me. I thought that she was in a bad mood, so I didn't really want to prolong the whole thing. And I just pointed at the olunka of Garri, thinking that it was 9 cedis again. And she said, 15 Ghana cedis. Ha, 15. How did the price change from 9 to 15, 6 Ghana cedis difference over how many days, 3 days, just because of an assumed lockdown that hasn't actually really been confirmed? But anyway, it wasn't really about the price, but she was being so cold and so distant that I didn't really get why she was acting that way towards me. So I said okay and wanted to buy, but before I could say anything else, she was like, if you don't want to buy, then you can go, because I'm busy. And truly so, she had other customers there because people were emergency buying. I said okay, and I walked away. I didn't walk away because the price was expensive, but I walked away because of her attitude and how she treated me, not really saying anything negative or that negative towards me, but because of her countenance and her facial expressions, her body language, her eye contact, everything was off. She wasn't that nice, and I assumed that she wasn't such a nice person I thought her to be, and I also concluded that I wouldn't go there ever again to buy my Garri. And that's where we come to social perception. So what is social perception? Social perception is the process of which we seek to know a person or understand them. And that is what happened. When I went to the market the first time, I was trying to know what type of person she was by the way she acted, and I drew my social perception that she was a nice person based on her nonverbal cues. Her nonverbal cues being her facial expressions, her eye contact, her body language, and she was just generally warm and nice. And that was my first social perception of her, that she was a nice person. And my resolve from that was that I would always go back and buy Garri from her. But then, the second time I went there, it wasn't such a good encounter. I went there and I was so nice because of me remembering that she was nice. And when I got there, she was cold, no eye contact, no friendly vibe, no good body language. It was just bad. And I then resolved that she wasn't such a nice person and I would never buy Garri from her again. In conclusion, people are constantly making social perceptions of others. And just like in my story, where I made a conclusion based on not what the woman had said, but what she didn't say, her body language, her facial expressions, her eye contact. All of those things contributed to my conclusion of never going to buy Garri at her place ever again. And that is what happens on a daily basis. People take what you don't say even more than what you do say. And they look at all these aspects and they form social perceptions of you. Be it negative or be it positive. You don't want to lose a friend or a customer to any social perception. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please come back again, like and subscribe, and kindly press on the notification bell for more updates on new videos.